how to differentiate using first principles. So in this differential calculus playlist, or in this calculus grade 12 tutorial, we are going to use first principles to differentiate, because when it comes to differentiation, you need to be able to differentiate using the power rule in grade 12, and you need to be able to differentiate using first principles. So let's dive into the tutorial. Hi guys, Lever here from Bright Young Brains. Now, first principles, we know that we have a formula, and it's on your formula sheet. That formula looks something like this. Now, first principles is basically like a long version of differentiating. And the key thing though is, if they do ask you to differentiate using first principles, you cannot use the power rule to differentiate. You have to do this, you have to use this one. So the idea with using first principles is, all you have to do is keep in mind that the first step is for you to get an expression for that. Now, I would say that it's best for you to get an expression for that first and then throw it into the formula, because f of x is already this thing here. Now f x plus h, we need to get that separately. Now getting this separately is quite simple, because this is literally telling us that in the equation of f of x, wherever x is, just throw x plus h in there. So this thing here is just that. Now we cannot simplify this, so that's all. This thing here, we're going to throw that there. This thing here, we're going to throw that there, and then we're going to simplify. So let's do it. Simplifying here, we know that this symbol is there, and then this limb h goes to 0. You want to keep this all the way until the bottom. So let's just keep this here. Now we said where we see this, we're just going to throw the 7 with x plus h as the denominator, and we're subtracting 7 over x. And then we already know that this whole thing is over h. Now this is where things get simple, and then this is where you kind of need to concentrate. So if you look at what you have here, right, this is all you need to pay attention to. This h down here, for your next step, all you want to do is, because you see these two are both fractions, you see, as long as these are both fractions divided by h, all you need to do is the denominator for this one, you have to multiply by h. The denominator for this one, you have to multiply by h. So your next step is going to look like this. There we go, you see, because remember, all we said is, as long as these are both fractions, your denominator, you multiply by this value. There we go. Your denominator, you multiply by that value. There you go. You see, that's just like a simple short way for you to simplify without doing any funny business. As long as this is simplified the way that it's simplified, what you want to recognize is we clearly need an LCD there. The reason why we need an LCD is, remember, your task with using first principles is you need to simplify as far as you can until a point where you can throw in 0 where h is without, like, demolishing the whole thing. Because here, if you throw x immediately here, it's not going to work, because you'll be dividing values by 0, of which that's undefined. So let's just simplify some more. And we said, us simplifying here, we definitely have to get an LCD. Now, in terms of us figuring out an LCD here, you want to think of things that both need to have for them to look alike. What I mean is, they already both have an h, so that's going to form part of our LCD. One of them has x plus h, but the other one doesn't, so x plus h has to be part of our LCD. And then here, one of them has x alone, the other one doesn't, so x has to be part of our LCD. So simply put, this is going to be your LCD. You see, because they both have h, so that has to be there. One of them has x, the other one doesn't, so that has to be there. One of them has x plus h, the other one doesn't, so that has to be there. Because when you now get your LCD, all you need to now do is, you can clearly see that for this one to have x, h, and this there, we know that you'll just have to multiply this by x at the top and multiply by x at the bottom. So doing that is all we have to do. For this one, clearly there's already x, h there. So we have to multiply by x plus h at the top and at the bottom. So our next line, having to have done that, looks like this. So everything seems to be looking up, nothing crazy here, nothing funny. It's best for us to simplify here. So let's do that. There we go. You see, we have multiplied the -7 inside your bracket there. And then this can cancel that. So we have -7h with xh at the denominator position there. Now, looking at this, it most definitely looks a bit strange because you would probably be asking yourself, what's next? Now, the good news is, if you just write this out, what you need to recognize is that the h at the top there can cancel the h down there, in the sense that this h here can cancel that h down there. That is mathematically 100% correct. The h here can cancel the h there because you see this has been factorized, and then that on top there is just a single term. So those two can cancel each other out, and then what we have then is just that. And then now you're home free, because remember we said our task is to simplify as far as we can until we can throw a 0 where h is. And you see here, the way this is, we can easily throw a 0 where h is there. If we do that, we are just going to be left with x squared at the bottom. You see here, we were keeping this limb h goes to 0 all the way throughout the sum. The moment you drop it, that's the moment where you imply that you have thrown 0 where h is there, because if h becomes a 0, all you will have there is just x times x, of which x times x is just x squared there, which will be that. Now, to double check your answer, you can just use the power rule to differentiate this, as in you can simplify this first and then use the power rule to differentiate it. Now, if you want to know how to differentiate this using the power rule, there are more tutorials like that on the channel. You can just check in the Calculus Great Talk playlist. However, for more differential calculus tutorials that go deep, you can check out the course platform. The link to that is in the description. If this tutorial was helpful, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, because, you know, why not? Just do it for the boy. Anywho, I'll see you in the next tutorial.